Hi, and welcome to Takeout Tuesday. I'm your host, Nicole Hall, Business Development Manager for Restaurant Retail at the Prince George's County Economic Development Corporation. I'm so excited to be here at Ruby Southern Comfort Kitchen in Bowie, Maryland, where I'll be speaking to owner Candy Daly about this wonderful establishment and gym in Prince George's County. Let's get started. Well, thank you, Candy, for your time today. I'm so excited to hear all about Ruby Southern Comfort Kitchen. Tell me a bit about how you got started.
So we actually started out as a catering company. I've been in the industry well over 25 years, and once I decided to kind of branch off on my own, my husband supported my dream, and we opened up a space in Bowie where we were just working as a catering company for about 3 years. As we started to bring on more federal contracts and more work, I told my husband that I thought it would be a good idea for us to also expand into public facing.
Okay.
And we opened Ruby's. My husband is a guy's guy. He knocked down some walls and built out a small kitchen for us to open Ruby's in our original location. And so we were there maybe about 6 or 7 years. When I wrote the concept about Ruby's, it was really just about coming to my family's house on Sunday. I grew up in a household where Sundays were the day that all the family got together. My parents would cook huge meals. My grandmother would cook huge meals. And so this was my way of really extending that to our friends, our community, and abroad.
Well, I think it's amazing that you've developed such a sense of community at your restaurant that you actually call your customers cousin.
Absolutely.
So where does that born out of?
Yeah, so we want guests to feel like family. So it goes back to what I was saying about, just being in our household. So, your friends eventually become your family. And so coming over for Sunday dinner, it didn't matter if you were related to us or not. We welcomed you with open arms. You felt like family when you left. And so I thought it would be great if we could extend that to our community, the Rubies. And so when we see our guests, when we address them, we're calling them family. We say, hey, cousins. We want them to feel welcome in the space like it's theirs too.
Now, who is Ruby? Who's the founding name?
Ruby is my grandmother. I named the concept after her because I look like her every summer at her house. She would cook, these big meals. It was just like being at my parents' house. And it was she was the nucleus, right? Everybody always goes to her house. And so I thought it befitting to kind of name the concept after her, and it still helps to kind of keep our family. Actually, all of our family was here over the weekend for family dinner.
Awesome.
Saturday night. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I think that's a beautiful testament to the sense of family that she instilled in you, as well as the recipes. The food is amazing, as we both know. But this space that you've built out here in the center of Bowie, you've moved from your previous location because you outgrew that space through to the demand of not just your catering, but also your restaurant business. Tell us about this space. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Originally, we're going to move and open this full-service restaurant, but then the pandemic came and showed us that takeout was the way to go. And so we just kind of changed it a little bit to keep the concept where you could grab your food and go, but we still wanted our guests to have the experience of dining in. We didn't make that many changes to the plan, but we said, we still want to give our guests something beautiful, something that still makes them feel warm and cozy and at home. And so it took us about 2 years, honestly, to take the building back down to the studs and to build it back up into what, we had originally envisioned. We've built out a production kitchen, admin offices, catering spaces. It's our headquarters, it's our home. It's where we get to have fun at, where all the magic happens here.
So let's get down to what everyone wants to see, the food.
Yep.
What are some must-try dishes here?
The most popular barbecue wings, mac and cheese and greens, or mac and cheese and candy yams. Those are the things that you're gonna see every single day are gonna be our top sellers. From there, you're gonna see catfish is very popular. Our shrimp and grits is extremely popular. And then we do a bayou pasta that's also very, very popular. Our dessert line is really good. We make everything from scratch. Peach cobbler, bread pudding, all of our cakes.
Wow.
If you go in the back, it smells really good because they're always creating something.
Well, I'm excited to try this amazing food that you have prepared for us. So let's get started.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, Candy, this looks amazing. The food, the smells, I'm so excited. Please tell me what we have in front of us today.
So today we have oxtails and rice, we have shrimp and grits, we have fried whiting, tartar sauce, and of course we can't do fish without hot sauce, and then Potawatomi will be bringing out dessert in a bit.
Well, great. I'm going to get started here with the shrimp and grits. So tell me a bit about this dish.
Yep, so it's our classic stone ground grits, and then we have sauteed shrimp. It has a bit of corn, tomatoes, bacon, and a whole lot of love in it.
It looks absolutely amazing. Now you mentioned in that you wanted to also do a lot of farm to table.
Yep.
Tell us a bit about how that will impact your menu.
Yeah, significantly. So we're expecting to, I would say by later this year, early next spring, sourcing all of our produce directly from the farm. It also means that we'll be able to offer more variety in the produce offerings here in the Ruby's concept and through our catering department. So really excited about that. We're also planning to build out a smokehouse, so we'll be smoking our own meats there. We'll get to have a lot of fun and exploring what we can do from the farm and the agriculture space.
Great.
Yeah.
This dish is absolutely delicious.
Thank you.
Shrimp and grits is one of my favorite dishes.
Really?
The shrimp is cooked perfectly.
Thank you.
They're nice, they're plump, they're juicy.
Awesome.
They have a nice texture to them, as well as the grits are like butter.
Thank you.
Literally, they're so creamy. And I can taste all the fresh farm ingredients
Awesome.
you have here. The smell, the taste, and as well as the textures.
Yeah.
And all of the bits of bacon and the corn. The vegetables are sauteed, but they're not mushy. They're still holding their texture, and everything is melding well together.
Thank you.
That is an absolutely beautiful dish. Tell me a bit about the oxtail.
Yeah, so our oxtails, I feel like, are a bit of a fusion. I grew up eating oxtails, and they were more like a stew. My husband is Caribbean, and so, of course, he eats his oxtails a different way, and so ours is kind of a mixture in between the two. So they're still braised, but you still have a little bit of the Caribbean flavors with the cinnamon, with the spices, to kind of give it that warmth and that depth, but still that kind of braised with the gravy and bringing all the flavors together.
As soon as you mentioned the Caribbean family connection, I tasted the cinnamon and a lot of that Caribbean, the thyme and the braising technique. That is absolutely delicious.
Thank you.
I was able to cut it with my fork. Like it was so tender, perfect melding with the rice, the carrots, and just a very fresh and bright. Even though it's a soul dish and very comforting, it still provides enough levity and lightness with the flavors that you've imparted in it to create like a nice bite.
Thank you.
This is amazing. So what's next?
So you're having our fried whiting, very popular. We make our own pickled onions in-house. And so you're eating it with your fork, but in my house, we are gonna eat that with our hands. We're gonna tear the fish. If you have some,
I'm a cousin,
okay,
so I'm going.
You're gonna dip your fish in your whiting and have a bite of that. If you're at home, you might do it with some wheat bread, right?
This fish is delicious.
Thank you.
It has a great seasoning to it, but it's not overly battered. It's nice and light. The frying is not greasy, so I don't feel like a heavy mouthfeel. And the tartar sauce is delicious. Now I'm going to take another bite because I'm going to get some hot sauce with the tartar sauce. But tell me a bit about your experience working in the county and bringing your business here and expanding within Prince George's County.
Yeah, so we've worked with the EDC throughout our process of expanding from our old location to this location, and honestly they kind of walked us throughout the entire process. It did take us 2 years to build out, but I would say that there was kind of somebody holding our hands throughout that entire process, helping us through the permitting, understanding. We even did like pre-con meetings prior to construction starting on what this will take to get there. And so, you know, there were of course challenges that come with any project, but I also feel very comfortable just knowing that we had resources and that the county was there for whenever we called or whatever we needed.
Awesome. Well, it's been a truly amazing experience working with you, learning about the industry and all the amazing things that you do. And I'm so excited for your success in this space. Now, we've had some amazing entrees as well as the protein here. Let's get to the dessert. Please tell me about this dish.
So this is our brown butter cake. It has chilled berries, French vanilla ice cream, and our house-made caramel, salted caramel.
House-made salted caramel. You had me at hello. So I also noticed you have a lot of beautiful artwork around the restaurant.
Yep.
Is that a local artist?
It is. So we always work with local artists. Our current artist is Rebecca Crouch. Her and her sister are twin artists. We've had their artwork up for a couple months. Guests can come in. If they see a piece of work that they like, they're able to purchase it immediately on site, and then she'll rotate in a new piece.
Perfect. The artwork matches the decor and the ambiance amazingly. I saw the mural with Ruby and her sons as a testament to the family atmosphere that you have built here.
Thank you.
I think it's amazing, the testament of just your fortitude and building and expanding in Prince George's County.
Thank you.
And thank you for doing that and creating such a destination and a really big investment in the county to catapult your food empire, as I'm going to claim for it now,
thank you.
within this space. Within this space. But thank you again.
Thank you.
Well, I'm supposed to do the outro right now, but I want to keep eating. We'll be right back. Thank you to owner Candy Daly for her hospitality here today at Ruby's Southern Comfort Kitchen. It was an amazing experience. Be sure to check out this destination in Prince George's County and enjoy the Southern Comfort cuisine here. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media at PGC EDC. And as always, be bold, be audacious, and buy Prince George's. Take care.